Hi, my name is Brian Rendon, and I'm a Mcnair scholar here at Harding University. And today I will be presenting the nature and experiences of cohabitation in non-marital couples. In order to begin, I would like to give a brief overview of my presentation. Today I'll be going over introduction through methodology. However, I will not be going over the results and conclusions. And the reason for this is because this is currently a work in progress for this qualitative research. This study essentially aims to explore the phenomenon of cohabitation by gathering the unique experiences of cohabitative couples. My driving question is, what are the unique experiences of cohabitative couples? I'm interested in simply just gathering the stories of couples who are living together and intimately sharing a living space. After gathering these unique stories, I simply just want to identify the common themes from these couples, and I want to thread these themes together and share the common themes that I find. Now, based on current scholarship of cohabitation, I've essentially found four major themes based on the scholarship of cohabitation. And number one is that scholars unanimously agree that cohabitation is increasing in popularity. Cohabitation is becoming more and more popular in our world today. For example, scholars such as Smock and Manning did a survey asking females ages 18 through 24 within the US whether or not they expect to cohabitate with their partner. And their results show that 93.5% of females within the US ages 18 through 24 expect to cohabitate with their partner. And moreover, about two-thirds of the females that they surveyed, two-thirds of them said that they plan to marry this partner that they cohabitate with. Therefore, research shows that cohabitation is increasingly on the rise. It is becoming more and more of a normative lifestyle. Secondly, cohabitation seems to have some effects on family dynamics, and the effects of this are negative. And what I mean by that is research shows that parents are less likely to help their children who do cohabitate. And the reasons are because parents are finding that they do not approve of the lifestyle choices of their children who cohabitate. Parents seem to have a more traditional and conservative view as to if you're going to live with someone, you ought to marry them. So, because of this, parents are not willing to help their children who decide to cohabitate. And research also shows that family members are becoming more distant from their cohabitative siblings because cohabitation, um, cohabitative individuals who do take up this lifestyle, there seems to be links or associations of lifestyles such as consumption of alcohol, for example, seems to be very tightly connected with cohabitation. And so there are things that are coupled with this lifestyle that parents seem to not approve of. Thirdly, there are diverse effects of cohabitation on not just family dynamics, but on relationships and future marriages. Research shows that there are links of low relationship commitment, low emotional intelligence to their partner, meaning cohabitative couples have a lack of commitment and most cohabitative couples have a lack of commitment and seem to not really understand the emotional aspect of their partners. And so partners are feeling more distant, um, and are feeling uh, as if there's kind of one foot in and one foot out, so to speak, in their relationships. In other words, lack of commitment. But moreover, there seems to be positive effects of cohabitation on these relationships and marriages. Research shows that for the first year, there seems to be a transient year of first year of marriage for these couples who do find themselves marrying each other. There seems to be a great first year of couples because there's seems to be this finally seem to be this commitment that has been solidified, and so couples start off on a strong foot. However, this first year quickly dissolves into marital dissolution, meaning divorce, because again, there are links with cohabitation and divorce having strong ties together, because cohabitative couples have been shown to have not only a lack of commitment and emotional intelligence, but they seem to have more fights, um, and have poor communication skills, poor conflict resolution, and because of this, this leads to a divorce. And fourthly, some of the other benefits that come with cohabitation is that there seems to be higher incomes and benefits. Surprisingly, there was a study done on the benefits of cohabitation that seems to show that couples who cohabitate together seem to have higher incomes and higher risks when it comes to taxes and when it comes to healthcare, because they aren't filing together. And so these are some of the benefits that come with cohabitation. Overall, the literature review on cohabitation shows that there is one, increase in popularity, two, some negative effects on family dynamics, three, some mixed effects on relationships and marriages, and fourthly, some benefits that come with cohabitation. And the way I'm framing my study is what's known as a phenomenological study, which essentially just pursues to focus on this phenomenon, an event, and seeks to observe this phenomenon. And the way I am setting up my method is by three simple steps. One, I plan to recruit 4 to 6 couples. I want to make very clear that this phenomenological study is a very judgment-free, non-intrusive research study. I don't aim to judge or to be off-putting to any couple. I simply want to gather the experiences of these cohabitative couples. So I plan to recruit 4 to 6 couples, and I plan to interview these couples. And lastly, I plan to simply just identify the common themes from these couples. And the way I plan to identify themes is through open and axial coding. And once I gather these codes, I plan to put them into categories or themes. And lastly, I plan to just simply identify the themes I find with these interviews and simply share them. And that will come with the results and the conclusion. In order to simply summarize this presentation, my goal is to simply gather the unique experiences, gather the stories of these cohabitative couples, and simply find the themes and share them. That is my goal. And that is ultimately what will come with the conclusion once I find those themes. And then I will give some recommendations to the current scholarship. And lastly, I will give all the references at the end. Thank you so much for listening to this presentation. May have a great day. God bless.